this is Bethany with Recherche Kennels, and I'm so excited to introduce to you for the very first time a stunning Cavachon girl. This is Miss Pink from Esther and Wesley's litter. Miss Pink was born on February 19th, and we do know her personality quite well. This is a litter that we have watched a close eye on, and we have handled them extensively. Now, Miss Pink is scored on 3 different numbers. She's scored on her dependency, her activity, and her confidence. The first is her dependency score. She is scored a 6 out of 10 for dependency. This means she is slightly dependent. She's not going to be a needy puppy, but she does absolutely love human attention and interaction. She will be okay if you do need to leave her alone, but she does choose to be with humans and enjoy that human companionship. Now, she has scored a 5 out of 10 for activity. This means that she is middle of the road in that activity score. She's not a hyper puppy. She's also not a lazy lump on the log puppy, but she is a puppy that's just content to hang out and enjoy what's going on with you. Now, she also has scored a 5 out of 10 for confidence. This means that she is middle of the road in that confidence score. With a more confident puppy, you may have a puppy that's likely to go out and get into things. They're going to be a little more of a leader versus a follower, whereas Miss Pink is more of a follower. She's not fearful of anything, but she's just going to be content to hang out and let someone go first before going and encountering new things. Now, Miss Pink can go home after completing Puppy Academy. This is training until 12 weeks of age, and she can go home on May 14th. Our next training level and our most popular training level is our Canine College training program. This is training until 16 weeks of age, and she can go home on June 11th. Our third training program is our Master's training program. This is training until 20 weeks of age, and she can go home on July 9th. Our last training level is our Doggy Doctorate training program. This is training until 6 months of age, and she can go home on August 19th. Now, there are 2 things that separate us from all other breeders. The first thing is the health of our parents. We are only importing the healthiest Bichons and the healthiest Cavaliers. If you scroll down on this page, you will see individual pictures of her parents, Esther and Wesley. If you click on those pictures, it will take you to their individual pages. Now, on those pages, you will find pictures, you will find videos, as well as all of their health clearances. Now, Esther is around 10 pounds, Wesley is around 15 pounds. So Miss Pink being the smallest puppy in her litter, we do expect to mature between 13 and 18 pounds. Now, the second thing that does separate us from all other breeders is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, Miss Pink is not quite old enough to start training just yet. She will start training at 6 weeks of age. But what we are going to do now is we are going to show you Cavachons in various training levels, as well as summarize our Puppy Training Institute.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute.
Now, if you are interested in Miss Pink, please read through this entire page. If you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you will see pictures that we took of her today. Directly above those pictures, you will see her individual pricing. Now, this can occasionally be difficult to find, so what we are going to do is show you an example of pricing in this video. This is not her pricing, this is just an example, so do make sure that you go to her page to see the pricing that is directly for her. Now, directly below this video, you will see a link that says puppy application. Go ahead and click on that link, fill that out, and send it in to us. Someone will be back with you within 24 hours. If you do not hear from someone, please reach out, as we may not have received that puppy application. Now, we thank you so much for taking the time to see Miss Pink of Esther and Wesley's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.